Are you ready for some football?
No, we're done.
Tuesday night party. And
Happy New
welcome
Year's,
everybody.
everybody.
It's not new. Oh yeah, it is New Year's.
Yeah.
Holy
By the time
sh!
this is gonna be uploaded in 2020.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
it's gonna be uploaded a decade after we record. I can't believe it. It's a full decade since we recorded.
I know. What a fantastic decade we had.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KEWL Sports Ball Podcast, the only sports ball podcast that makes you want to rip your eyes out. I'm your host, as always, the Hash Brown Kid, and with me, as always, is W apostrophe Shington Redskins, Ray Dolphin.
Yes. As the only member of this group who has a team actually in the playoffs, my bracket should be pretty easy to find out.
And the boy, Thug Marone, Mr. Cactus.
Yeah, sorry in advance. There's a party going on at my house right now, and my 3-year-old nephew has a friend of one of my sister's friends over. So if you hear any children in the background, it is not a libertarian brothel in here. It is just a party going on.
Always got to take a shot at the libertarians.
Yeah.
Even though he is one.
Don't tell him. Don't tell the cops.
All right. It's playoff football time, boys.
It has been an interesting football season, to say the least. My team did better than I expected by 2 whole wins. Sorry, 3 whole wins.
Wait,
3.
7?
We went 7-9 instead
Wow.
instead of 4-11, like I thought we were going to. 4-12.
Right on.
Yeah. We, my team, we bought a $88 million quarterback, and that bought us 1 win, and none of those wins, none of the 6 wins we had were because of him. So shout out to Nick Foles. I hope you fucking die.
My team drafted Nick Bosa number 2 overall last year, and now we're the best team in the NFL, barring the fucking Ravens.
All right, so just so we're a little more transparent, I, being from Denver, I'm a fan of the Denver Broncos. Cactus, fan of the Jacksonville Jaguars, mainly because Ray and I pushed that on him more than anything else.
No, my boss is from Jacksonville, so me and him go see sports games like once every couple months. So like, it's just fun to watch the team that he roots for.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's lying.
Plus, I want a team that didn't win a Super Bowl, so I always root for the underdogs.
Yeah, I did that. Look how it worked out for me.
Yeah.
Working out better for the fucking Jaguars than it has been for the Sabres the past 10 years.
Yes. And I'm a San Francisco 49ers fan,
Ooh.
a spurned Chargers fan who jumped ship years ago. So I'm not a bandwagoner. This team was like fucking 4-12 when I became a fan. So fuck everybody. Fuck the Chargers and fuck Dean
Bad
Spanos
bitches only.
and his baby dick.
All right, so boys, did the season go the way you expected it to?
Yeah, more
yes.
or less. Yeah, that's a Jaguars fan. Yeah.
Yeah. Got more wins than I expected. I expected us to be 10-6 or something, sneak in on the wild card, not be the fucking 1 seed.
I didn't expect the Jaguars to win in the NFLPA complaint department. But
Oh yeah, dude, your team's in like the shitter.
yeah, that's Jacksonville for you. It's the perfect team.
I'm just gonna tell you guys right now. We had 3 wins and 8 losses under the leadership of elite quarterback Joe Flacco. But then we decide, hey, let's Tanya Harding Joe Flacco so we can get Drew Lock in here. And since then, the Druso Penitentiary has locked down 4 teams, losing only to those fucking bitch-ass Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid's fucking dandruff. If his dandruff wasn't flying onto the field the entire game, obstructing fucking Drew Lock's fucking vision, Drew Kulak, fucking for a better Denver, Colorado, we would have been 5-0 under the Druso Penitentiary. Unfortunately, dandruff got in the way.
All aboard the Drew train.
Shout out to Joe Flacco.
Drew.
Shout out to Joe Flacco for taking the L against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You piece of shit. the cool bowl, always terrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so do we want to get into playoff predictions now, or is there any other shit we'd like to complain about throughout the season?
Doug Marone should be fired. He should have always been fired. He fucking sucks. The stat that I like to bring up is we've gone 9-21 since our Super Bowl last year, which was us beating the fucking Patriots in a Week 2 game. We've gone 9-21 since then, which is an abysmal record. A very similar record to the one that got the Giants coach fired. So, yeah, he went 9-23 in 2 seasons. So, yeah, I don't care what he did fucking in 2017.
Well, I guess
Doug Marone sucks now.
I guess we could do a simplified version of who are our award winners, such as maybe just MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and the rookies. How about that?
Offensive Player of the Year, Ryan Tannehill.
He's comeback player of the year.
Yeah, comeback
100%,
player.
He's comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Tannehill sucked, and I just, the more I looked at him playing, it's like, oh no, it's just totally Miami.
The Dolphins.
It has nothing to
Tannehill.
Had nothing to do with him. Everything to do
Tannehill
with the
didn't
fact
even
that it's
suck
Miami.
for the Dolphins. Tannehill was like average to slightly above average. Adam Gase fucked him up.
Yeah, Tannehill just had brittle bones.
Yeah. He was born with glass bones and paper skin.
Yeah.
Every night I break my arms. Every night I break my legs.
Yeah. I lay in bed at night waiting for my heart attacks to put me to sleep.
Yeah, they got traded to Tennessee.
I guess we can all agree Lamar Jackson's going to win the MVP.
Definitely.
I mean, totally. I mean, but he's a running back.
Yeah, he's pretty damn good at throwing the ball for a running back.
Yeah, if you say that he's a running back, that just shows that you have not watched any fucking games of his this season.
So, the college football teams, during the Oklahoma and LSU game had a wild prediction that the Ravens were going to draft Jalen Hurts. And they were going to have like this fucking dual system of like one of them at running back, one of them at quarterback. So like you have 2 quarterbacks on the field at all times. My dad was joking around saying, let's throw RG3 in there at fullback. So we got 3 fucking quarterbacks on the field at all times.
Jeez.
Imagine the trick plays and imagine you couldn't stop Baltimore.
Yeah,
which quarterback do you prepare for? None of them.
Just have an entire offensive running backs. Just have the O-line be running backs, the wide receivers, they're running backs, the tight end, he's a running back.
Yeah, or imagine having an actual running back there.
Yeah.
No. Why?
No.
Why would you? When you got... I don't know who the fucking Ravens got. Defensive
It's Mark
player of the
Ingram.
year.
Mark
Yeah,
Ingram has been
He's
having
still alive?
He's been having an amazing season.
Yeah, he's been
Damn
doing
near
great.
elite production with the Ravens.
Huh.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even think he was still around.
He hasn't been in the league super long. He's just one of those players who seems like he's been there forever.
Yeah, that
Frank
1-2
Gore.
punch with the 1-2 punch with the Saints that season was great with him and Kamara.
Yeah, and they kind of have that this year with the Ravens, except it's him and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
That lightning and thunder combo. He's the thunder to Lamar's lightning.
Pretty much. Defensive player of the year, who you guys got?
Nick Bosa. Fuck defensive rookie of the year. Nick
fucking
Bosa.
would.
Nick
You
Bosa
fucking would.
has more QB pressures than any other rookie in NFL history. That number is 80.
Yeah, he's going to be defensive rookie of the year, but that's not the question we're fucking asking, dumbass.
I have
he's gonna
him
be
for
the
defensive
top
player of the year.
You're a fucking idiot. Fuck
Fucking
you.
dummy.
God. Why do we even have you around? I actually don't have a pick. I don't fucking pay attention to defense.
I don't either.
Okay, a close second. Stephon Gilmore, elite cornerback.
Yeah, I agree.
Looking up who's in the voting, and it's
Well,
just
there is no
Gilmore should probably be the best because the defense. The Patriots defense is the only reason they're fucking here right now in the playoffs.
All right,
Tom
coach
Brady,
of the year. Are we going
yes.
Kyle Shanahan, or are we going whatever the Ravens have?
Coach of the year? No, I'm giving coach of the year to the Dolphins head coach.
Oh yeah,
Brian Flores won 5 fucking games with that roster.
yeah. No, I
We
agree.
thought they would go 0-16. They won 5 games and they beat the Patriots
They beat
in Foxborough. And
They beat-
Cactus made the joke that they beat the Patriots at least once a year, but that's typically in Miami. They went into Foxborough and beat the Patriots in a game the Pats needed to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every single year, like fucking clockwork, the Dolphins beat them once. It's always fucking hilarious to watch. I agree. I mean, they beat two teams with that fucking shit core that they have. They beat two teams that are in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably going to Harbaugh or Shanahan, though.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably Harbaugh.
Harbaugh's still the coach of the Ravens?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I lament the fact that we're not going to have another hard bowl if the 49ers and the Ravens meet in the Super
I do
Bowl.
think the second choice after Brian Flores should be Shanahan because we had the second overall pick last year and now we're the 1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah, you also had an injured quarterback the entire year, though.
Yeah.
That's why I like. Yeah, second round pick, but like, so like you had an injured fucking quarterback. It's like saying like, oh, the Colts weren't fucking. What was it? Fucking.
Oh, you know what?
3-13.
That's another candidate. That's another candidate right there. Frank Reich.
Yeah, the
What
Colts
they
went
managed
3-13 without fucking Peyton Manning. Like, yeah, he's injured. Of course, they're gonna have a fucking bounce back year, but
The Colts had
it was different because they actually replaced the fucking quarterback. To me, the 49ers, like, it's not as big of a success story as people make it out to be.
I mean, we were still bad with Jimmy the year before.
Yeah, Jimmy, like what, 3 games a year before?
No, we won 6. 6? I think 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't there the entire fucking 2017 season.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get into these predictions. We're looking at the wild card games. We'll start off with the AFC as we have the Titans taking on the Patriots and the Bills taking on the Texans.
Indeed. We do
Who
have
do you
both
got?
of those things. I have the Titans and the Texans winning both those games.
I have the Patriots and the Bills.
I have the Titans and the Bills.
So you both have the Titans pulling off the upset.
Yes.
I
Will
believe
explain?
the Titans are on a roll right now. And the Patriots, they just lost to the fucking Dolphins. It's going to be make or break for the Patriots. They got to show that they're still a playoff caliber team with everything that's been going on.
So they are going to play hard.
That's exactly why I have them winning.
They're going to play hard, but I don't think their offense could really... I don't think their offense is going to be able to match the Titans' offense.
All I'm saying is Tom Brady has a tendency to turn it up in the playoffs.
So what you're saying is this is going to be a Big 12 game.
Yeah, possibly.
No defense.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I'm saying it's going to be all defense.
The Pats' their main thing is defense.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all defense.
Yeah, I just think that people doubting the Patriots would make them play harder, and I think the Pats save a lot of shit for the playoffs, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's stuff they have that we haven't seen yet. So I see them pulling this out. I think it's going to be a close game, but I have the Pats winning.
Yeah,
somebody check the balls. Where's the camera crew spying on Cincinnati?
Hey, Cincinnati beat the Browns.
Okay, so
everyone had his preseason Super Bowl favorites.
I looked it up. Jimmy G made his debut for the 49ers in Week 12. As the starter in 2017, Jimmy G went 5-1.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
So yeah.
Yeah, we only had one game going into that when we got him.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to the NFC, where we got the Saints taking on the Vikings, and we have the Seahawks taking on the Eagles.
All right.
I'm picking Saints and Seahawks.
I'm taking Saints and Eagles.
I'm also taking the Saints and the Seahawks.
I guess as the only one who has a difference, I'll explain myself. I think that Carson Wentz is going to prove himself in the playoffs against the Seahawks. I think had this game been in Seattle, the Eagles wouldn't have stood a chance. But I think it being in Philly, I'm putting my faith into Carson Wentz that he will show that he has superstar potential at quarterback and that he can help his team to a win here.
I mean, I'm not calling Carson Wentz a bum, but I am saying that the Eagles aren't as good as everyone would like to say they are. So
Oh,
I don't think they're going to take on
sure. I think the Eagles aren't that good. I just think Carson Wentz is very good. When Carson Wentz is healthy, and he has the core around him that can support him, which is going to be the hard part for this game. Does he have players that can support him? Because their number one receiver was like a practice squad receiver like 3 weeks ago. Right now, yeah.
Ooh.
So I just have I have a feeling Carson Wentz is going to pull it out of his ass and pull one out against the Seahawks in this game.
I think that the Seahawks are going to prove that the NFC East is a fucking shit division. That they're better off not having a team in the fucking playoffs from the NFC East. And Shaquem Griffin's going to shove his entire fucking nub of Carson Wentz's ass.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
my prediction.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. The Vikings have no chance against the Saints.
Oh
and,
no!
and I'm going to say that right now. It's nice to think about. You know, I personally am a big fan. Go Skull.
You know, the Vikings have a defensive player of the year candidate in Danielle Hunter. He's an amazing edge rusher, and definitely Everson Griffin is in the running for comeback player of the year as well, with him having mental problems, I believe, last year and taking a sabbatical from the league. He came back and was doing great, but I don't think that pass rush will hold up against the Saints' elite tackles in Armstead and Ramczyk, both all-pro tackles. So that'll give Breeze the protection. And Breeze, ever since coming back, I don't know what the fuck they did to his hand or his thumb when they did surgery, but he came back better than before he was hurt.
We can rebuild him.
Pretty much. Drew Brees got a fucking bionic arm or something.
Yeah, just the Saints they're one of the better teams in the league. And just I feel like they could stop the Vikings defense, stop the Vikings offense, and also just destroy them on defense.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think Brees could just fucking blow past their defense, and the Saints defense is just gonna totally stuff the Vikings offense.
I'm not calling that an easy to predict game, but that was the only game where I didn't have a second thought.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, this is what's happening.
Right.
We move on to the divisional round. Let's start with the AFC because we all picked different teams. Boys, where do you think the AFC is going?
I think you go first.
Okay. So I would have the 2-seed Chiefs up against the 3-seed Patriots, in which I have the Patriots going over, and the 4-seed Bills against the 1-seed Ravens, where I have the Ravens winning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have the 6-seed Titans taking on the 1st-seed Baltimore Ravens, and I have the Ravens winning, of course, because the Ravens are one of the better teams in the league. And the Texans are going into Kansas City, where the Texans are going to win.
Okay. I have the Ravens going over the Titans, and I have the Chiefs going over Buffalo.
Okay. So I guess we could have... I want two things explained. I suppose I'm going to explain why I have the Pats going over the Chiefs, given that the Pats are the lower seed. And I'd also want to hear Cactus's explanation for having the Texans going over the Chiefs.
Okay. So, do you want to hear my explanation first, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
To me, the Texans, when everything's rolling, when they're fully healthy, they're one of the most complete teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, offensively, I think they're one of the better teams in the NFL potentially. And I think if they could step it up and reach that potential in the playoffs, I think they could. I think they could do. They could break out and show everybody that they are for real.
Also, it was confirmed earlier today that J.J. Watt is playing this weekend.
Yeah,
he's been activated. So
yeah, I think they have a top 10 defense, a top 10 level offense. I think that if they can get rolling and stay healthy, I think they could really show people that they are a real playoff team.
Okay. And
I mean, it's kind of hard to think about that, really. I don't think JJ is going to stay healthy this entire postseason. I think them activating him, he's going to come back and he's going to get hurt in that Bills game.
What I think is they're going to use him sparingly. You put JJ in on pass downs where he can get to the quarterback. Don't rely on him as much in the run game. Like, have him be a situational pass rusher. Preserve him for the later rounds.
But do you really feel like they're going to be that conservative?
I could see it.
I mean,
slow. Unless JJ has told them he's 100%, which, I mean, the odds are he probably did. It's JJ fucking Watt.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go all out all the time. It's why he's always fucking hurt, it seems. Because he goes 110% more often than not. It's why I picked the Bills over the Texans. It's because I don't think he's going to do what he says he is. JJ Watt is the cornerstone of that defense. That's not an unpopular opinion. That is a correct opinion. He is the defense. He is the figurehead of that Texans defense, and without him, I don't think they're going to do it. And just because he comes back, he's not going to still be the JJ Watt that pretty much would have gotten them there in the first place.
I can agree with that, but I still think that I don't think they're going to be pushovers by any means. I think that they could go in and if they could get on a roll, I think they could be one of those teams that could be just sneaky good. And
I mean, realistically, every one of these teams except Minnesota, you can argue would be a deep contender. And the only reason why I say except Minnesota is because of who they're facing in the Saints. I would say except for.
You also got to remember that the Bills lost to the fucking Jets, so they're not a playoff team in my opinion anymore. They took that card away.
The only thing holding the Bills back is their offense. Their defense is elite, but for some reason, Josh Allen just can't get the offense going.
Did you say that the Browns or somebody were looking at the Bills' offensive coordinator as a head coach?
I have no idea.
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Yes. Oh, geez. Yeah, the Bills' offense has been the downside of their team. They have had an elite defense led by Tre'Davious White, who has been probably one of the top 5 corners in the league. He is a primarily press man cover corner who hasn't allowed a single touchdown all season.
Yeah. Looking at
Ed Oliver, who was amazing as well. So
yeah, looking at the Jets. Looking at the offensive coordinator for the Bills as a head coach. It's like looking at the defensive coordinator for the goddamn Kansas City Chiefs as a head coach. Like, that's not why they're in the playoffs at all. If it was up to that side of the team, they would probably be in the first 10 picks.
And what Cactus says right here about Kansas City's defense is exactly why I have the Patriots beating them. Okay. I do not think in my situation the Patriots are playoffs. And in my hypothetical situation, the Patriots, they beat the Titans. So the offense has it figured out. The defense is already the Patriots defense we know and love. They're very good, and they're definitely going to be, if the defense holds up, slows down Pat Mahomes. I'm not saying they have to stop Pat Mahomes. They just have to slow him down and let their offense do the work against that horrible defense. And I think they can get through.
Yeah. All right, boys, we move on to the NFC divisional round. Cactus, why don't we start off with you?
Yes, I picked the Seahawks over the 49ers, and I picked the Green Bay Packers over the Saints. So 1 and 2. So
really?
2
Really?
Yeah, 2 and 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
The Seahawks beat the 49ers once before the season.
Yeah, and the 49ers beat the Seahawks.
Just now.
Both games.
Yeah, so they're even teams.
Okay, no, because and Ash just brought this up. This is a very civil podcast so far about football, but I'm about to say we win that first game if our kicker is healthy. We had an undrafted rookie free agent kicker miss a game-winning kick, take us into overtime, and then miss a kick again. No, he made the kick, send us to overtime, and then missed a kick in overtime, and we lost. If we have Robbie Gould, we beat them twice.
Yes, but I think between the fact that the Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers are evenly matched, that your scenario is a one-score game. So they're evenly matched, even in that scenario. but the Seahawks have more playoff experience. They have more experience under pressure in big games. I think that's what's going to come down to.
Oh yes, big game scenarios like
Which,
passing the ball on the one.
yes, and also Super Bowl. You can ignore one of those if you want, but I think it's overrated. The big game thing. A lot of people use it like, oh, of course they're going to win. Like the fucking Packers, not the Packers, the Patriots. Of course they're going to win. They have a history of winning in big games. Blah blah. That's overrated. That's an overrated stat. It's only good like if it's close teams.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to beat the 49ers because they've had two close games where it could have gone either way, but one has the experience in those big games.
All right. Dolphin.
I have the 49ers going over the Eagles, and I
Okay.
have the Saints beating the Packers.
Okay. I feel like those are very straightforward.
Yeah. I don't feel like there's much explanation.
I have the Niners going over the Seahawks, and I have the Saints going over the Packers due to the sheer fact that the Niners are a better team than the Seahawks, which is why they're in the position they're in now, and the Saints are a much better team than the Packers. Fuck a record. The Packers suck my dick.
No, yeah, the Packers record is pretty overrated.
The Packers in general are one of the more overrated teams. You have old man Aaron Rodgers, who doesn't have the spark he did when he took them to the fucking Super Bowl the last time he was there.
With subpar weapons, might add. His
Exactly.
receivers aren't that good, and Jimmy Graham ain't what he used to be.
I mean, they're who did they even face this year that was worth having a record like that? Who'd they beat? The fucking Broncos? Oh, congratulations. You beat a really bad team with Joe Flacco as their fucking quarterback.
They lost to the Chargers as well.
Oh, you lost to the Chargers? Oh, congratulations. You lost to one of the worst teams in the fucking NFL. Thank you. Yeah, yes. All right. No, the Packers are fucking overrated. Packers losing to the Saints. Saints, much better team.
Yes.
We move on to the championship games, and instead of saying, oh, who's going to win AFC or NFC, we're just going to do it. All right, championship games. Ray, we'll start with you.
All right. I have the Patriots beating the Ravens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cactus?
Oh, okay. I have the... Wait a second. Just the AFC Championship?
Yeah, just the AFC
Yeah, we'll just do the AFC Championship.
Obviously we're going to explain it.
I have the Texans beating the Ravens.
You fucking idiot. I'm sorry. We've been pretty civil up until this point, but that was really.
Listen, I had a premonition last night in my dreams that the Texans were going to go all the way to the Super Bowl, and
I also had a dream I was a fucking billionaire. Guess what? Ain't happening.
I figured that if I had a ketamine dream about the Texans winning, it must be fate.
All right. So Hash, I assume you have the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm taking the actual long shot pick, even though they're the number 1 seed. I'm taking the Ravens going over the Chiefs.
I'm not sure if a lot of people have them as a long shot. It's just
no, I get it, but to me it feels like a long shot because Lamar Jackson's so young, because his core is so young, because who they have surrounded in the Ravens bullshit is so young, and I don't recognize this Ravens team. This isn't the Ravens team that Joe Flacco led to the fucking Super Bowl. This is a Ravens team I can actually like.
So it's very, very. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, my problem with the Ravens. My thoughts on the Ravens is that if you take away the momentum, if you could just take away the momentum from the Ravens offense, then you'll just totally disrupt them.
Yeah, because what people have been saying all season, if they can just figure out Lamar, and no one's been able to do that. And what I think will happen is if there's anyone who can figure out Lamar, it's Bill Belichick. I think the Patriots will figure out Lamar. They'll find a way to, if not neutralize him, they will slow him down. Because I do not think he is, just like Mahomes, I do not think he is a player you can stop.
Yes,
he's still going to scramble on you. He's still going to do all that. Be very hard to stop. But I think they can slow him down and beat him.
My whole gripe with the Patriots is that their offense can't get the job done.
I'm just saying, in my scenario, if they make it here, their offense has figured it out.
Yes, I think that the offense, I think that the defense of the Patriots could snuff out Lamar Jackson, but I also think that the Baltimore defense will snuff out Tom Brady if it gets that.
Okay. All right, NFC Championship. Cactus, we'll start with you.
Green Bay.
You have
They
Green
beat the
Bay going to
Seahawks.
the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I have
Green
the
Bay-
49ers beating the Saints.
Of course you do.
All right, so I have the Saints over the Niners.
All right.
Drew Brees can fucking he is going to beat that Niners defense if it gets to it. Drew Brees he's a miracle worker, and I hate him.
All I'm saying is the Niners also beat Drew Brees in the regular season.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the Super Bowl, the big game.
The superb owl. No one wants to get sued here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. The big game.
Yes.
Yes.
We're probably gonna bleep out Hash saying that word. I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, the Redskin game.
Yeah.
I have the Ravens going over the Saints.
I have the 49ers beating the Patriots.
I have the Packers going over the Texans.
You have the Packers winning the Super Bowl too, you fucking moron?
Yeah. See, I'm going for a Super Bowl that's exciting. I want a Super Bowl that's exciting. I don't want the fucking number one seed in either conference to win. I don't want the fucking Packers to be in it. I want a Super Bowl that could actually be like, okay, maybe it's worth a fucking watch.
Huh.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is overrated as shit. But I want it to be at least different fucking teams or at least something interesting to goddamn happen in the Super Bowl.
Yes,
Because,
the Ravens and the Saints, those teams that are always in the fucking Super Bowl.
Yes, the teams that are fucking number one and fucking the team that's number one and the team with the fucking best quarterback this season, other than Lamar Jackson. The two best quarterbacks in the league in the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't call Lamar one of the best quarterbacks. I'd call him the best player in the league.
He's the most versatile quarterback.
I mean, he's definitely the best dual threat.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude! Who knew
that's
I
funny
lived in fucking Benghazi?
He's
Yeah.
the best.
Okay, I can hear them now.
Yeah,
Yeah, listen.
Ray Dolphin live from the fucking war
Yeah.
zone of Benghazi.
live from fucking Palestine.
Oh shit, Tel Aviv.
Ah, shit.
All right, boys. That
Don't call it
was
Palestine.
that was it.
I didn't get finished my fucking rant, but
Who
whatever.
gives a shit about your rant about fucking Aaron Rodgers? Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is overrated.
Well-
Aaron Rodgers is overrated.
Cactus's pick summarized, in my opinion. He just wants something different.
I just want something fun. I just
Who
want
can
something
blame
fun to watch.
him?
I
He
want
want-
a team that's never been in there before to be in it, and just
The Packers never been in it before.
yes, I'm talking about the Texans, you dumb fuck. And a team that hasn't been in it in a while, who fucking I just want something different. I want a team that's green in there. Okay, that's why I picked the Packers. That's
He
why
wants that money. All right, boys.
And let's be honest here. I'm picking the Niners to win because I'm a fucking homer.
And I just feel like Lamar Jackson deserves it for this. I mean, it's one of those things he kind of just, hey,
Also,
there you go.
think about this storyline here. The quarterback that the Patriots traded away comes and beats the Patriots in the big game. And if it's to be believed that Tom Brady is the reason that Garoppolo was traded. I don't know if you guys heard that rumor back in the day that Brady essentially made them trade away Garoppolo. Now, wouldn't that be something if Garoppolo beats him?
It's gonna be awesome when Garoppolo beats him by getting 5 sacks on him. It's not gonna be Garoppolo that wins the fucking game, so that name is stupid.
I don't know. Garoppolo has won us a couple games this season. He has the arm talent to do it if the running game's not working.
Either way, to me, if the Patriots are in the Super Bowl, I'm not watching. Because after last year, it's like I'm just sick of it. I want something different. I don't want it to be like last year, where it's the 1 and 2 seed in both fucking divisions, or sorry, both conferences going to the goddamn conference finals.
Yes, who wants the best teams in either league to go and play in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, no one wants a Cinderella story, right? No one wants the fucking underdogs.
Well, the thing is, in football, typically the Cinderella team eventually gets their ass handed to them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because talent rises to the top, and if you're a Cinderella team on a string of good luck, the better team's going to beat you.
to me, I just want something interesting. I don't like it when it's not interesting. I don't like it when you can predict the fucking the teams from a mile away.
No, and I for one wouldn't be pissed to see that. What would you had the Texans in there, correct?
Yeah.
I would not be pissed to see the Texans in there. I would be excited to see the Texans in the Super Bowl. Do I think it's going to happen? No.
The fucking Packers.
Listen, when it happens, when the Green Bay Packers take on the Texans,
Dude, if that happens, I'm hanging myself with the fucking mop in the bathroom.
Yeah, hanging himself with a mop.
Please don't do that. Use the Bowflex.
All right, boys. As a special little treat for the end of the podcast, my girlfriend did predictions for the playoffs, and I'm going to read them out to you. She has the Patriots, the Texans, the Vikings, and the Seahawks. Those are the wild card winners. We have the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Vikings, and the 49ers. The Chiefs and the 49ers, and the 49ers winning the entire thing.
Hash's girlfriend has the Vikings going to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
We laugh at Cactus. We laugh at Cactus for having the Texans go to the big game, but
yeah, I could have picked stupider things. So yeah, it's going to be the Vikings and Bills in the Super Bowl. You hear it here first.
I'd pay to see it.
I love you, Kiara. I really do, and I know we're going to listen to this podcast again. So just know when you're driving and you're about to cry, I'll give you a pats on the back.
Gardner Minshew for Rookie of the Year.
Oh shit, she's going to fight me right now. Help! All right, best mustache in the league. Go, Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. They refuse to answer because they can't fucking pick a goddamn 49er in this pick.
He's thinking about all the 49ers players.
Oh, which one has a fucking mustache?
All right, biggest mark in the NFL, bringing it back to wrestling.
George
Kittle. Fucking Mark.
Stone Cold George Kittle.
I refute that on not every single. It takes a special football player to change his name to somebody who's a WWE wrestler. I'm talking about you, Xavier Woods.
All right, boys, and all right. There have been a lot of teams that were snubbed out of the playoffs. Who is your favorite to be snubbed out of the playoff?
The Rams, because it gives us a better draft pick.
I wanted the Raiders to get in. Yeah.
I'm glad the Cowboys are out, because how about them boys, huh?
Hold up, we them boys.
Holla, holla, holla.
We them boys. I actually would have liked the Cowboys to get in so they could have been murdered in the first round and Dak Prescott could have demanded a $40 million contract.
So which team is going to
demand that contract?
Which team is going to sign Jason Garrett as their head coach?
The Browns.
I think it'd be a hilarious thing for the Giants to do.
It'd be even more hilarious if it works out for the Giants and they win a Super Bowl before the Cowboys.
It would. All right, and here's the last thing before we close off. Cactus and I decided to talk about a potential how a wrestling feud would go between Daniel Jones and Eli Manning. So Dan Mauve called out the New York Giants a couple of weeks ago?
It was a couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago.
Or sometime, it was last week-ish. It was...
the 26th. It was Jimmy all the way.
Yes.
He called out the Giants, to which Cactus decided, hey, he's going to fight Daniel Jones. Dan Mauve laughed. We all enjoyed it. So then I thought, how is this actually going to work? So we have Dan Mauve taking on Daniel Jones. All of a sudden, Eli Manning comes down, low blows Daniel Jones, and it starts this whole year-long feud of fucking lone wolf Eli Manning going against his he dropped the name, so it's no longer Eli Manning. It's just Eli.
Yeah.
So Eli beats Shovelhead Peyton Manning, beats fucking whoever the coach of the Giants is, and then at Spring Break 5, it's going to be Eli taking on Daniel Jones, to which Daniel Jones will finally beat Eli Manning, and Eli will finally give up living.
Yes, we also, well, hopefully, we also talked about Tom Brady running interference with his ball deflator, which is a low blow, followed by the tuck roll, which is just a roll up.
Yep. And that's what would happen if professional wrestling was football, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Cool Sports Ball Podcast. If you liked it, why?
Yeah, if you made it this far, I'm so sorry.
For those who actually wanted to listen to some real sports predictions, you got some real sports predictions, and you got us acting somewhat seriously.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen next time.
Stay tuned for our mock draft.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Also, if you're hearing this, send help. Ray is literally in a war zone.
Yeah,
might,
I'm broadcasting from Benghazi.
You know, we might actually do a live react to the draft. I think that would be fun.
That'd be pretty fun. Actually, I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not opposed to it either. I think it'd be awesome. I want to do it. I want to see what kind of fucking shit picks the Jacksonville Jaguars pick.
And I can't wait the entire first round to see my 49ers pick number 32. Just to trade it away.